Well, we're just about a year into the pandemic, and our world has changed so much. I mean, we're walking these streets, people are in their homes with stay-at-home orders, and we know and feel the realities of this pandemic so greatly. But one thing we know for certain, and we've been saying this since the beginning to our church, that the call to extend Jesus' love and grace doesn't stop because of a pandemic. We don't merely retreat in isolation or in fear and just say to ourselves, you know, we got to wait this thing out. No, there's great urgency. There's great urgency for the spiritual needs in our community. There's great need for physical needs, mental health issues, loneliness. There are so many issues in our communities, and the call to extend the love and grace of Jesus Christ is a mandate of the followers of His. And how is that being played out? And one of the things that has been on my heart for our church and for our church family is just to ask, where do our burdens lie right now? What are the things that we are most burdened for? Are we aware of and burdened for the eternal realities for those who don't come to know Jesus Christ? Is that something that we think about? Do we know and even acknowledge the pervasive needs that exist in this community? Those that are facing hunger and homelessness, those who are marginalized and going through abuse, those who may be just lonely and shut in or struggling in their marriages or with their kids. Are we aware of the needs that surround us, or are we blind to it because we've retreated so far and isolated so much that we've been stagnant? I really feel like this pandemic is exposing in the hearts of many the need for resurgence and revival towards the mission that Jesus has called us to. An awakening not only to the urgency of this call, but also to the joys of abiding with Him and how that produces in us fruitfulness towards His mission, not starting with ourselves, but looking to Him. So over the course of the next month, we're going to look at a very famous parable that Jesus told in a conversation that He had with an expert of the law. And we're going to look at both the fundamental realities of the call that Jesus has on His followers to love our neighbors as ourselves, but even before that, what it means to abide in Him, to be justified by His grace, and how that, responding to His grace, produces in us fruitfulness for His kingdom cause, for His mission, and for His glory. And so we're going to look at His life as a perfect example, and through that be challenged as He challenges us to go and do likewise.